Hi Aquarius, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for the 24th of March, the week commencing the 24th of March, I should say. Now, we just had spring equinox, and as I've said to all the other zodiac signs, that's all about new beginnings, isn't it? And the flowers breaking through, and oh my gosh, it's so beautiful time of year. You know, new like growth. Let's see how you're reading, if that has the same energy. Anyway, I'm going to ask for two energy cards to start the reading, please and thank you. We have one. We have the crown chakra, which is the top of the head, and it's your connection to spirit, meditation, instincts, intuition. And we have darkest fears. Of course we do. This is Nine of Swords. Good. Honestly, Aquarius, I know I can go back on more or less every single reading, and I know we'll have the Nine of Swords there. You are such deep thinkers. So crown chakra, yes, as I said, top of the head. This is about your connection to spirit, your meditation, your connection to the universe, the collective, downloads, meditation. Have I just said that? And then you've got the darkest fears. Now, the darkest fears is like comes at night time, don't they? And it's kind of like saying, I don't know about you, but when I can't sleep, I do a meditation. And I will, because that takes my mind off of things, it empties my mind. It's kind of like an advice here for you rather than the energy of next week. I feel like that's what they're trying to tell you. You're perhaps not sleeping very well. Well, take a look at what you can do spiritually. Okay, let's have a look. This is the unfolding path. So, dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Aquarius and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. Thank you. Can't ignore you. Nine of Wands is your focus for next week. Opportunity. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. Challenge, Eight of Swords. Five of Wands in reverse. I like that. Is what you don't see coming. And then the Three of Swords is your advice and outcome. Okay. So Nine of Wands, Aquarius. This is hard work. This is perhaps your job. It's your career. It could be your passion, your desire. Nine of Wands is about, you're nearly there. Whatever you're doing, your goal is obviously the 10. So don't give up. You're nearly there. It could be, as I say, dealing with work situations, family even. Ones are whatever we're passionate about and we've got an oomph about, and usually it is about work or your hobby, your side hustle. But it's the message of that is don't give up. You're nearly there. It has been hard work and it is going to continue to be hard work next week too. You've got the Queen of Pentacles as your opportunity. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is incredibly resourceful. It's something to do with the money situation next week. Perhaps you're going to have to, look at what you're spending and what you can move, what you can be more resourceful about. It could be your time and energy. Also, what time are you spending with others and what projects on? There's an opportunity to perhaps reassess that. The Queen of Pentacles is also about being very grounded, financially grounded too. We'll see. We're going to do some clarifiers anyway. Eight of Swords is your challenge. Yeah. This is feeling like you can't move, but this is only in your head. The Eight of Swords is self-sabotaging. This is you, perhaps there's a bit of self-doubt creeping in about something or somebody, or even what you want to achieve, because this Nine of Wands is about, gosh, it's hard work and you're feeling a bit like shattered from it. Maybe that's making you feel with that Eight of Swords like, oh my gosh, I don't feel like I can do anything right. I don't feel like whatever I'm saying, whatever my actions are, nothing's happening. You're feeling trapped. The Five of Wands in reverse is what you don't see coming. Now, the Five of Wands upright is about competitive, egotistical people. But the Five of Wands in reverse, I feel like you're going to let go. You're going to have this feeling of, oh, do you know what? I haven't got to keep up with the Joneses after all. I am myself. I can achieve this without having that goal-led, what's the word? Without having the pressure. It's like a relief. And I just got in my head, you know, the old-fashioned, what are they called? Pressure cookers. And then you release the valve and it goes, that's what it feels like for you next week, Aquarius. Because you got the Three of Swords also as your advice and outcome. Now, yes, this looks like heartache, heartbreak, upset. It could be, I'll be honest, until we clarify, I don't know. But my immediate reaction to this, given the Five of Wands in reverse, is you healing from something. You like finally giving into something. And I think I don't see this as a relationship. I see this as your relationship with you, just putting so much pressure on yourself. That's kind of a healing element coming in. Let's have a look. Nine of Wands, why are you here? Please and thank you for Aquarius. But I kind of know why. You've got the Four of Cups. Thank you. You've got the Three of Swords again. Thank you. And you've got the Two of Wands. So, Four of Cups, look at that. This is you next week. Be careful of this. You may be feeling, again, like I said, with that Eight of Swords, oh my gosh, nothing is working. Whatever I do goes wrong, or whatever, you know, I'm not getting anywhere. But there is this coming in. So just be careful not to stay in that energy, because when we're in that energy, we attract more of that energy. When we raise our vibration, when we look at things in a more positive manner, or when we kind of let go of that pressure cooker relief valve, brings in this, which equals healing from this. Now, we've got the Three of Swords here as your advice, as your focus for next week. Yeah, focus on healing. What you need in your heart. You must be overdoing something because it's just affecting you. I can see there's so many swords here. No, there isn't actually. It just feels like it. You've got you've got the darkest fears. You've got the Eight of Swords. You've got the oomph, like no oomph. Kind of like you've lost heart in something. And then the Two of Wands. So what that is bringing to you is thinking, a reevaluation. Because you've got the Two of Wands here thinking, is this worth my time and energy? Or shall I go and do something else? But I'm quite comfortable in what I'm doing now. But having said that, I need something different to do. This is my should I, shan't I card. This is, do I stay in the comfort of what I know, job-wise, relationship-wise, family-wise, can be anything, or do I push myself out into that big wide world because I know there's something more there for me? And it's kind of like a bit of a battle of inside your head. Maybe somebody's going to come along. You know what? Maybe something's coming along next week that gives you an offer that gives you this option even. Because at the moment, I don't feel like you feel like there's even that option open to you. Now, the Two of Wands, I heard this saying the other day and I immediately thought of the Two of Wands. And it's, is it one day or is it day one? That's how I feel for your reading, Aquarius. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is your opportunity. There's obviously to do with the finances, this is because she's incredibly resourceful. But I think this is also about you looking and reassessing where you're putting your money, your time and effort. There's an opportunity to look at that because you are top of your game. You are the queen, even if you're a male or a female. You are perhaps in charge of budgets even at work. But there's an opportunity, I feel, for you to reassess this. Is this what you really want? I was just then going to go on to the Eight of Swords, but I'm clarifying, aren't I? Queen of Pentacles, why are you here, please and thank you? Could be somebody actually coming in and being very grounded and down to earth with you next week too. They would be an earth sign, so they'd be a Capricorn, Virgo or Taurus, and bring you back down to earth and show you the reality of the situation, even financially. Let's have a look. Oh my gosh, these cards have been doing that so much today. But it's obviously me, you know, how I'm shuffling them. I just want one at a time, please and thank you. For Aquarius, thank you. King of Wands, that's, I know it's not traditionally you, but if I feel it's you, you're the entrepreneur, you're the person that can turn your hand to anything, especially in work, because you're so open-minded with things like that. 8 of Wands, ooh, she's bringing you into alignment. Love that. Bringing your values into alignment. That's what I want to say. Oh, I can't bear it when I say what I want to say. Just say it then. I've hopefully got out of that habit now. One more please and thank you for Aquarius. Oh, there we go. Worth the wait. This Queen of, did I say Queen of Wands? Queen of Pentacles. Clarified by the King of Wands. This is, I feel this is you, Aquarius. You're very much a leadership person. You're managerial. You see the good in everything. Nothing taints your vision for success. You don't even, you know, you'd grab it. But then you do have this side where you think there's a bit of self-sabotage going on. But there's an opportunity for you to really shine and be this leader next week. Be that manager, be that person. Because that, and have the value in yourself to recognize your skill, your determination. The 8 of Wands is coming in too. This Queen of Pentacles, I feel, is not only making you realize your success, but what you really want in life. Because when the 8 of Wands comes, it's about things coming into alignment. Is there some sort of financial realignment going on, an opportunity for you to look at this, your value, also what you offer and bring to the table, to come into alignment with your thoughts, your creativeness, your leadership. And then you've got the 6 of Pentacles. This is about getting back what you've put in. Is what you're doing at the moment financially rewarding? Any type of reward, finances, time, energy, are you getting it back? There's an opportunity for you, I think, to come into alignment with something here. You know, maybe you're going to go to your boss and say, look, I'm putting all this time and effort. I think I deserve a little bit more, because it just doesn't seem very balanced at the moment. I'm the only one bringing in the work, or I'm the only one doing it and not getting the recognition. 8 of Wands. No, 8 of Swords. Oh, every time in this deck. Swords and Wands. It's the only deck I do it on. 8 of Swords is your challenge, yeah. Wow, 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Magician. And the 6 of Cups. Now, the 3 of Pentacles is about teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. But I don't feel like, especially with that 8 of Swords, that you feel part of this team. And they feel like they are actually making you feel almost segregated. But no, what's the word? You know when you put a dog into somewhere before you go abroad, what on earth is that called? They have to go into a part before they can actually be released for a while. Somebody put it in the comments for me, please save me. What's it called? Where you go into, I want to say contamination, it's not. But anyway, I feel there's somebody in this team that's making you feel also left out in the cold, baby. What is the word? because you've got the Magician. Now, the Magician as a challenge is somebody very manipulative because they know exactly how to use those tools. Yes, the Magician is great as a positive because it says you can do this, you can do it. You've got the tenacity, you've got even the finances, the time, the energy, you've got the heart for it. But when we turn the Magician into a challenge, because they know how to do all that, they know how to use them, but not to your benefit. They can be very manipulative. And then you've got the Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups is about nostalgia and looking back in the past. Maybe this is somebody that you've worked with or is you've been with before. And it's a kind of, I don't want to say, because I'm really drawn to the person walking away in the background here, just in the background. I feel like you wished you'd walked away before, but for some reason you didn't. The Five of Wands, though, is coming and you don't expect. And this is like, say, letting go of that pressure. There's a pressure valve being relieved. What's that word when you have to put the animals in for a certain amount of time before they can go to the next country? Please put it in the comments. I just can't think of it. Right, Five of Wands, why are you in reverse for Aquarius? Please and thank you. Page of Pentacles, King of Swords. Five of Swords. There you are, walking away from it. Letting go of that pressure valve. Thinking, you know what? Oh, it's not worth it. It's not worth, I'm not saying you're walking away from your job, your relationship or anything. I'm just saying you're deciding to not try and keep up with the Joneses or not, just realizing that the hard work that you put in, you recognize it. That's the important thing. Others don't. They just want to bitch behind your back, probably. It's just never enough. And it's kind of like a realization next week to think, you know what? Get on with it. You've got the King of Swords. Love this for you. Here you are, Aquarius. Top of your game. Making a decision very wisely and based on fact. Based on, is there some sort of contract coming in that you are going to think, you know what? It's in black and white. I give up. Not give up. No, not give up. Because that Nine of Wands says don't give up. But there is an element where you have to walk away and think, this is too stressful. I don't need this. King of Swords is somebody very wise and fair and honest. Maybe there's a lack of honesty going on in your team as well here, or some people around you. And you're like, nah, I'm getting back to how I want to be. This is me. And then you've got the Page of Pentacles, which I do love. Are you looking at doing something different? But what this will entail is you perhaps learning something else, perhaps going on a different course, going a different route, but taking practical steps to get there. Because when things happen and you think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've just done that, it opens up a door to something else, doesn't it? And that's what the Page of Pentacles does. They look at next practical steps. He's focused on the money. However, it's also this is the card of apprenticeships. So something new coming in, perhaps that's opening a door for you. And again, there we are, Two of Wands and the Four of Cups with that opportunity coming in. It's like one door closes, another door opens, and it heals the heart. I'm more drawn to the fact she's holding her head there, like, oh, give me strength. Let's have a look. Why do we have the Three of Swords here? We've got the Three of Swords twice for you, Aquarius, so they actually mean what they say. You need to look after your own heart and your own interests here. I love this. You got the Wheel of Fortune. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, something needs to move on. Healing. If you heal, you open more doors, open more avenues for yourself. You're able to see the bigger picture too. You've got the Knight of Swords. This is you putting your words into action, finally doing it and actually meaning what you say. You have the Seven of Wands. It says stick to your guns. Again, don't give up, stick to your guns. Their defense, this is a very defensive energy, but you're having to, because you've got all the naysayers here. Like, you know, oh, Aquarius, you know, maybe you've tried to leave something or someone before in the past and they've just drawn you back again. But this time you're sticking to your guns, you've taken the higher ground. Anyway, let's see what the Daily Crystal has to say. Again, there's about 10 there. I just want one, please and thank you, for Aquarius, just to finish the reading on. All of the readings today have been so long. Like, it's what it is. I hope you've not got bored and clicked off halfway through. Well, I'm not going to know, am I? Because you're not going to comment. Because you won't be here to comment. Let's have a look. One more message. Thank you. Oh my gosh. So you've got Jade. Some of you, it could be a Jade involved with you. And it says be the bigger person. Oh my gosh, can't believe that when you've ended with the Seven of Swords, defending yourself. Be that bigger person. Gosh, anyway, hope you enjoyed that, Aquarius. I absolutely loved it as usual. Have a great week. I'll see you next week.